to be in profit and to make real profit, win the whole event, which he did.
Yeah, and that's...
No score.
Someone said to me it was 40,000 Aussie dollars, wasn't it?
Charles Barstow was half the way around the world in this leg, but now Kankit could steal it.
And does.
Shot on the third leg.
Call the police. An act of robbery here at the Super Series. An incredible turn of events in that leg. Barstow is trying to hunt them down whenever possible, even when he might be better switching. But again, he's missed a dart at double. And Kankit is looking to pick his pocket and does.
On the fourth
and every
leg.
time
he
has missed doubles, he has been severely punished.
Made him worry a little bit about the double.
Well, 1 from 9 on the outer ring for Barstow. And it could be costly. And it is costly. Great finishing from Sam Kankit.
56.
Pinch one.
6 or a 10. Big target to aim at. Tops. In.
Shot on the third leg. Nailed off.
Will make him feel a whole lot better.
Yeah, finally a bit of sort of authority.
86.
High risk. That was low reward. 54 leaves 32. Can the good doubling continue?
Game shot on the fourth leg. Nailed off.
Punishes, for me, a mistake. Stafford. He'll go straight at it.
That's the plan.
Shot and the match. Nailed off.
And he executes it. And he just warmed up as the game went on there, Neil.
Either pins it instantly or doesn't get it at all.
Yeah, if he was an F1 driver, he'd either win the race or crash out on the first bend, wouldn't he? That's kind of way it's been for him.
Game shot on the second
leg. The first 2 laps in the leg, and it's more chances for Nelson.
9 darts missed at a double in 4 legs. Darts at a double in
shot on the fourth leg.
Every one of them, and it's Nelson who does level with that hold.
33.
Yeah, it has to be, doesn't it?
64.
64 for Clark to put an end to this one. He had control of the match. Probably should have led it 3-0. Nelson woke up. Now he's gone back to sleep. And Clark's taken advantage. It's a 4-2 win for Superman.
He used the 48 quite a lot.
Game shot on the second leg. Nailed off.
Neil Duff doubles his lead. Robert Thornton this week. Your highest finish of the week
48.
is from Kankit, isn't it? The 154. And rarely hit double 17.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
Does avoid the bagel with the best leg of the match so far. A 180 in the leg and a 15 dart break of throw.
Car 36.
Yeah, then another time we'll do the video. Double 18 then for Duff. A 4-1, still persevering, still trying to find it, and in the end he does locate the double, and it is a second 4-1 win of the morning for Neil Duff.
20.
Social media content, the rules of darts, and one of them is that you shouldn't
shot on the first leg.
retrieve them until the referee has called the score, because in that situation he had to see exactly what he was going to call, and if they'd been, but as you said earlier, it's either in or it's in Southampton.
I don't expect him to miss here. Not 3 in hand, and he doesn't. Chips it away in 1, and eventually, and I'm sure with plenty of relief.
Clark match is already looking like a real pivotal contest.
Game shot on the first leg.
And despite Stafford getting himself to a double, Matt Clark denies him a go at a development tour event and beats all the lads in that tournament and wins a title, and that is going to travel around the world.
Well, all 3 were very unfortunate with the draws at the Worlds, weren't they?
Against John Nelson in his first match. A double 4. The 4-2 against Gary Stafford in his second. Superman off to a super start. He was runner-up in Modus Super Series 2.
And Copenhagen, so that meant 2 trips into Stratford in central London.
Shot on the second leg. Sam Kankit.
2-0 Kankit, great finish.
Yeah, very tidy, wasn't it? two new tournaments, the
Samricard
Bahrain
78.
and Copenhagen, so that meant 2 trips into Stratford in central
Game shot
London.
on the second leg. Sam Kankett.
2-0 Kankit, great finish.
Yeah, very tidy, wasn't it?
There's
not many tournaments I've got a better record in than Robert Thornton, but that's one of them.
Well, this is a very good display at the end of legs
Sam Kankett.
from Sam Kankit. There's not been much before the finishers, but no trouble on the doubles, 3 out of 5.
Yeah, clinical. And of course, the golden ticket qualifier,
Fourth leg John
which
to
you can
third
still
first.
enter,
Game on.
is actually at the venue, isn't it? Next Friday.
Yep.
And the winner of that
95.
golden ticket will face, well, the GOAT, Phil Taylor. World
Samricard
Seniors, it is
105.
well, a thing of absolute beauty. And weighs a ton.
Well, this would be a thing of absolute beauty.
Game shot on the
Absolutely
match, Sam
extraordinary checking out from Sam Kankit in a match that offered little else, really. Not a 180 between the pair. Only 2 darts at double for Nelson, but Kankit, when he got to the finish, he flourished.
4.
Double 12 for Duff.
Game
No
shot on
trouble
the
at
first
all.
leg.
Matt
Neil
Clark
Duff.
not in the leg. And described him earlier on. He's toyed with Neil Duff in this game. The Northern Irishman took the first leg.
Game shot on the
But
third
Clark
leg.
has
Matt
now
Clark.
broken throw and effectively has control of the contest. Quite polished performance in the end. Neil Duff was out of the blocks quick, but in the
Game shot on the match.
tortoise and the hare clash, it is a tortoise who wins it.
Your car 40.
Really disappointing start to the match from Barstow, this. It's his 4th consecutive
Game shot on the first leg.
troubleless
Gary
visit
Stafford.
in the lag, and he's paid the price. Commentator's curse, Jinxie Mason.
Charles car 48.
Maybe a little bit
Game
closer
shot
to
on
the
the
treble
third
than he
leg.
would have
Charles Barstow.
intended, but no trouble on the double. And it's 2-1 to Barstow.
Well, nothing wrong with his finishing here. 2 from 3 for Barstow.
No, exactly. Well, Stafford leaves 170 just in case.
Game shot on
but
the
the
match.
case is
Chaz
closed.
Barstow.
Chaz Barstow, a 4-1 win of the pair. Know each other well, and I'm sure that Gary Stafford has seen that side of Chaz Barstow a fair few times. The rivals to beat them.
Well, they're 4-pointers, isn't they?
Double 10.
Game
Wow,
shot on the
14
second
dart
leg. Neil
hold.
Duff.
Now Neil Duff would like one in Northern Ireland. May go tops. That was the intention, but he
40.
could be
John your car
in a whole
32.
heap of trouble here, Neil Duff. Lost his last match 4-1 to Matt Clark. That might be a saviour for Duff because John Nelson's having
Game
to
shot on the
wander all
fourth
around.
leg.
Wow.
John Nelson.
Well, he found a spot to stand in. He found a spot to aim at, and he hit that spot. Duff in a spot of bother.
On your car
I
40.
think Neil Duff's decision-making is what's costing him here.
Game
It's
shot
an
on the
aspect of the
match.
game
John
maybe we
Nelson.
don't talk about enough, but when Duff watches back and reflects, that could be something he thinks about. However, let's take nothing away from Nelson because look at that, 92.35. That's the high end of the performances he's produced this week. 4 out of 6 on the doubles as well. A nice 95 finish in. Back to that in a moment. Kankit looking to level things up. We want your opinions as well. Do tweet us at
90.
MSS
Samuel car
Darts.
16.
You can get me at Chris Murphy 180 on Twitter. 88.
Game shot on the second leg. Sam Kankett.
And it is all square.
106.
Pending. Who knows?
Well, it's a constant evolution, isn't it? They don't sort of sit on their hands if
Game
if
shot on
they-
the fourth
well,
leg.
finishing
Sam
here.
Kankett.
standing 3 out of 5. Now a ton plus out. Yeah, if they see an issue where things can be tweaked, and if they get it wrong, they're the first to put their hands up and say, right, we're gonna change this.
20.
I'm not against it.
Double 10
Game shot on the match.
is the
Sam
way to
Kankett.
win it for Sam Kankit, and Gary Stafford has that familiar smile on his face when the match started off in promising fashion but ended in a nightmare once again, and Sam Kankit reeled off 4 straight legs to leave Stafford languishing at the bottom of the table without a point to his name after 400th maximums at the Super Series.
That would have been a perfect way to have rounded off his 100 180s.
He
With a
couldn't do
9.
it. He got that bit. He didn't get that bit. Double 12 for Superman. Superman
Game shot on
can.
the second leg. Matt Clark.
Wow. And Neil Duff will be thinking, could you lend me that one?
Discussion earlier today. He could go for the bull and hope he misses it. Well, he has. By a massive margin. Could go for it again if he really wanted to. But it's tops.
Game
And
shot on
that
the
is a big
fourth leg.
moment.
Chaz
Big miss
Barstow.
from Matt. Big hit from Chaz.
No, that would have turned it around. If that tops had gone in, he'd have led 3-2, and he then would have been thrown for the match himself. Wow.
Just managed to divert from its intended destination. But
Game shot on the fifth leg. Matt
all's
Clark.
well that ends well. Clark puts it right. And that's one of the occasions where the opponent might have been better not watching that, because he would have had no idea that the first start was
Six leg chance
so
to third first.
horrendously
Game on.
placed.
For 4 from 4. Top the table on 8 points. Plenty of options here. Double 12. Absolutely
on the match.
clinical
Matt Clark.
as he cleans up the match with the best leg of the match, a 12 darter from Matt Clark, an end average of 89.27. A disappointing performance from Chaz Barstow.
Car
I think
74.
we're up to 12 that we think are definitely
Yeah,
in there.
yeah. There's a couple of ones we've got down that
Game shot on
I'm
the
not
second
quite
leg.
sure. I've
John
got a
Nelson.
question mark against them as Nelson backs up the 17 dart break with a 15 dart hold and a 74 checkout.
Third leg Gary to third first. Game on.
Shows you what a bit of confidence.
Gary car 82.
Pointed with a ton there. That is down to a doable finish if Stafford misses tops.
Game shot on
But
the
he does
fourth
not.
leg. Gary
It's all
Stafford.
square, and Gary Stafford has broken.
I'm listening to Rob Rickwood telling his stories. I was glad to get on that stage for some peace and quiet. Keep up the great work, lads.
Double top. Great
Game shot
work
on
from
the fifth
Gary
leg.
Stafford.
Gary Stafford.
But I'm sure that was
Gary
tungsten
car
teaser.
32.
Yeah, I
More
think
on-
we've got a few.
More on that in the next match. All will be revealed very, very soon. But Stafford looking for a win.
Game shot on the
His
match.
first
Gary
win
Stafford.
of the day, and it comes out of 14 plus 3 question marks. Have we got them all? I'm not sure we have.
And that's without, obviously, we
82.
haven't cheated
Chelsea
and
car 160.
had a look on the many informative websites that give out that kind of information. Oh, hello, tops for the highest finish of the week.
Game
And
shot on the
in it
second leg.
goes.
Chaz Barstow.
Barstow backs up the 14 darter in leg 1 with a 15 dart break of throw and a 160 out.
A nice expression of appreciation there from
Third
Neil
leg chance
Duff with
to
a
third
fist bump,
first. Game on.
because that's got to hurt. He was sitting on 24 at the time when Barstow broke.
Which, again, very much like the difficulty in the 160, because sometimes the room's just not there in the
180.
treble 20. So obviously the 170 as well, ending on the ball.
Well, the iconic 180 call
180.
of Paul Hinks is getting well practiced here.
Or maybe the 132, the ball double 16 is also another.
64.
Real
Chelsea car
toughie.
24.
Well, this should be simple. And it
Game
proves
shot
to
on the
be the
third
case.
leg.
Barstow
Chaz
making it
Barstow.
look simple here, and Duff is in danger of getting deleted from contention.
Well, this is the kind of play we've become familiar with
Fourth leg Neil to
Barstow over
third
the
first. Game on.
last couple of years, and well, 14, 15 and 13, 160 out in the middle, a max in leg
95.
3 out of 4 on the doubles, and the average. Take a look at that.
Yeah, and the difference between the standard set between the two players.
188.
Bucket
Neil
loads
car
here.
46.
Which way does he go? 10. He was in between, wasn't he? Double 18, double 9. Doesn't want to come inside here.
Game shot on
Doesn't.
the fourth leg.
Completes the
Neil Duff.
checkout, keeps himself in contention. And he's just blitzed Barstow in the same way that Barstow had blitzed him in the first 3 legs.
Yeah, classy leg that.
40. Chelsea car 81.
This is pretty much game of the day. Double 12 for a 12.
69. Neil the car was
Finished with an average of
121.
around 112 then, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's still on 110. That will go down whatever happens here because
Oh,
he's only
Neil.
got 12 left.
Neil, you can't go for the ball on dart 1.
81.
Yeah, not
Chelsea
where he
car
is,
12.
not where Barstow is. Good point, good spot. And he
Game
doesn't
shot
get
on the
away with
match.
it.
Charles Barstow.
Chaz Barstow gets away with the point with the performance of the day in the match of the day, undoubtedly here. It's a 4-1 win for Chaz Barstow, but it's a game that saw the players hit 5 180s between them, 3 of them for the defeated Duff, and Barstow averaged 105.5. Absolutely sensational stuff from Barstow, who took out the 160 as well, the highest checkout we've had on this birthday week at the Modus Super Series. 100 a more favourable shot in many ways, but he could start on the bull here.
And he does. Rightly so.
Well, he's going to get a dart at some kind of target. It is going to be the bull, and he's got a nice little fence next to it to bounce off. And he's
Game
used
shot on
that
the second
perfectly.
line.
Feathered
Mark
flew
Clark.
the flight into the bullseye, and Clark squares it up at 1 apiece. Another. Oh, lovely. Double 12.
Game shot on the first
Absolutely
leg. Sam
superb.
Cankett.
Sam Cankett lands the first blow. The fabulous 144 checkout.
Yeah, both players.
Second leg match to through
144.
first. Game on.
Cankett with a 15 dart hold who pins it. Not his highest finish of the week, but his other one had a 4 on, didn't it? The 154.
We've been here in many ways, but you could start on the bull here.
And he does. Rightly so.
Well, he's going to get a dart at some kind of target. It is going to be the bull, and he's got a nice little fence next to it to bounce off. And he's
Game shot
used
on the
that
second
perfectly.
line.
Feathered
Mark
flew
Clark.
the flight into the bullseye, and Clark squares it up at 1 apiece.
The leg Sam to through first. Samuel car 10.
And it's 2 darts missed to complete the clean sweep.
Game shot on the
And
sixth
it's another
leg.
clean
Sam
of the
Cankett.
glasses for Clark, who can't believe what he's seeing, can't believe what he's witnessing. Nobody has got this close to Superman today, but Sam Cankett. Double 16.
Game shot on the
And
match.
clinical
Mark Clark.
Clark cleans up on day.